Hey everyone, before we get started today, I just want to fix a mistake I made on last video about the segment on Raw between Dana Brooke and Natalia. I said that Natalia was just not listening to her, just ignoring her, when really Natty apparently had some earbuds in, and I just completely missed that part. So, sorry. Um, let's get started today. This is Wrestling in Review. Tonight was Smackdown Live. The first segment was Charlotte coming out to the ring. She had her fake happiness on for Becky for winning the Royal Rumble. She also then started to make fun of Becky. She then said that she could take Becky's spot in the WrestleMania match because Becky was suspended on Raw the day before. She then pointed to the WrestleMania sign, and when she did, she saw something weird in the crowd, and it turns out that something weird was Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch would then made her way down to the ring, and before she did, Charlotte made this stupid joke about how she stole Roman Reigns' entrance. I didn't like that, but onward. Becky made it into the ring. They had a little scuffle. And then Triple H came out, basically told Charlotte to go backstage because this doesn't concern her. Charlotte left, and it was down to Triple H and Becky. He told Becky to, go see the doctor or go home, basically, because you're suspended. The fan reaction to this was really loud. Becky is getting, like I said on last video, a stone cold reaction. It just lasts forever. This caused Triple H to get mad, and he even told the fans to shut up. And I thought that was really good because I'm a big fan of a heel Triple H, and I'm a big fan of Becky. I mean, I'm in love with Becky. I could watch Becky every night and be happy. I love the fact. I love the fact that the reasoning. Sorry, I love the reasoning behind Triple H's promo here. He said that Becky doesn't want the match at WrestleMania. She's scared of Ronda Rousey. That's why she doesn't want to go see a doctor, because she doesn't want the doctor to tell her that she can wrestle at WrestleMania. She then slapped Triple H right in the face, and then they had like a little stare down, and then Becky Lynch left, and then Triple H went backstage. Next was a match between the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson, versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. This was an okay match, I guess, nothing special. I really only gave it a 1 star because I didn't really like it that much. There was some issues between Shinsuke and Rusev. That was kind of the story of the match because that happened a few times. But most of the match, they were just beating down Carl Anderson. And that led to a hot tag for Luke Gallows, which happened. And Luke Gallows came in and beat up on Rusev and Shinsuke for, a fair amount of time. There was one moment in the match where Rusev was going for the tag, but Shinsuke was on the floor, so he couldn't make the tag. And Lana tried to pick him up. Now, I don't think they made the tag. But I guess that led to some type of distraction for the Good Brothers, which at this point in time, Carl Anderson was the legal man. And this led to Rusev being able to hit the Machka kick on Carl Anderson and got the 1, 2, 3. I kind of hope they end this whole Rusev and Shinsuke storyline thing. I don't like it. I just wish Rusev was face again. I don't know where they're going with this. Probably into a full-time tag team. But Rusev deserves better. The next was Mustafa Ali backstage segment, and he just saying, a bunch of what ifs. What if he wins the Elimination Chamber? What if he wins the title? After a bunch of what ifs, they then cut to his mask, which I thought was weird because it's just a mask. Like, it's not even like it had, if it had design on it, or some type of design, it would be better. But no, this is a glowing mask, so I didn't really like or get that. They then cut to Paige, who was there again to promote her movie Fighting with My Family, which I hope they just stop, because I don't want to see any more previews for this. They showed it so many times. I'm done. I've seen it. I know it's a movie. I know it's coming out soon. I will go see it. You don't tell me anymore. I will go see it. So please stop showing those god-awful previews. Well, it's not god-awful. The previews are nice. I've just seen it way too many god-awful times. They then previewed something for the next week's show. They had a Miz TV segment for next week. It's going to be the Usos on with the Miz. They even called it Mac Miz, because I guess that's what Shane McMahon and the Miz TV show is now. They then had a backstage segment with the Usos, basically saying that the Shane McMahon and the Miz kind of copy them in a way, like they say they're brothers or say they're so close or whatever, but really the Usos are family and they're going to win the tag team titles. They then went to a commercial, and then no, I'm sorry, they didn't go to a commercial. They went back to the ring, and it was a match between Randy Orton and Mustafa Ali. Now, this is probably the match of the night. If you don't watch SmackDown and you just want to watch matches, go watch this match, because this was a really, really good match. I liked it a lot. When Mustafa Ali came out, and then when Randy Orton came out, they did like a little split screen segment. Randy Orton basically said that he was going to win the Elimination Chamber match, and he's not going to remember Mustafa Ali's name after this, and he's going to be WWE champion, blah, blah, blah. During the match, I liked how they kind of had Mustafa Ali kind of standing up to Randy Orton, trying to show that he's tough, not having any fear, get into a slap fest with Randy Orton. They did some of Randy Orton's regular spots with the backdrop into the announcer's table. They also did Randy Orton's and also his father's finishing move, the top rope superplex. Randy Orton was on a lot of the offense of this match. He was really taking it to Mustafa Ali. There was a Mustafa Ali comeback, which was pretty nice. They made their way outside, and Mustafa Ali was able to drop kick Randy Orton over the announcer's table, and then he basically chucked himself over the announcer's table, which I thought looked really cool. Again, like I said, go back and watch this match. They then made their way back into the ring, where Mustafa Ali got up to the top rope and fake jumped, and Randy Orton kind of did like a fake going into an RKO. And then, I say "and then" a lot, don't I? But anyway, Mustafa Ali was able to hit some type of top rope DDT, and when he pinned him, it was such a close call. I thought maybe he got the 1, 2, 3, but nope. Randy Orton kicked out just at the last second of 2. Mustafa then made his way back up to the top rope, and then that's when Randy Orton was able to hit the RKO. He just kind of flung him off the top rope, and bam, went down for an RKO. It was a good finish. I like this match. Like I said, this was my match of the night. I give it 5 stars. But right after the match, Samoa Joe comes out, attacks both men, and puts Randy Orton into uh, Kohina Clutch. I'm not pronouncing that right, I know. Kohina Clutch, I think that's what it is. Anyway, he puts Randy Orton into a Kohina Clutch and makes him pass out, beats up Mustafa Ali for a little bit. Now, as Samoa Joe's leaving, Daniel Bryan comes out, and it looks like Samoa Joe's going to attack Daniel Bryan. But then Rowan comes out back and protects Daniel Bryan. Samoa Joe goes backstage as Daniel Bryan keeps on walking to the ring. I think they go to commercial. Yeah, they go to commercial, and they have a Samoa Joe backstage segment. Basically, he's bragging about the attack he just made on Randy Orton and Mustafa Ali, and he's also saying that he's going to win the Elimination Chamber. Now they cut to Daniel Bryan in the ring, and they have a Daniel Bryan in-ring segment. Now they were in Washington, which is Daniel Bryan's hometown, or he lives close to Washington, or he's in Washington State. He got a face reaction. Everybody was chanting yes. He also treated the fans as a face, saying that, you're the only people that know what I'm going through or what I'm trying to do, because, you guys know how to recycle and blah, 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 and stuff like that. He then started complaining about everybody else in the world who doesn't know what he's going through or doesn't know what he's trying to do. He brags about the new title, the new hemp title, how it's a symbol of change. He did flub a couple of his lines, which I thought was pretty funny, but it was barely noticeable. Nothing too big, too bad. Rowan then gets to speak, which I liked, because Rowan doesn't really get to speak that much, even beforehand, before he joined Daniel Bryan. He basically says that people fear change. He then compared himself and Daniel Bryan to Galileo. It was funny because during Rowan was talking, a fan chanted "What?" And then when Daniel Bryan got back on the mic, he looked at the crowd and said, "How dare you, what my friend Rowan," which I thought was funny. And Rowan pointed to his chest, saying, "It hurts my feelings when they do that." Daniel Bryan went on to say that he's the planet's champion, and how the people backstage don't want him to be champion, how no one else wants to be champion, and how he's going to be champion forever. He then talks about the Elimination Chamber, trying to build it up. They play a video of the Elimination Chamber clips from different matches. He then basically says he's going to win the Royal Rumble match, the Elimination Chamber match. Overall, if I could give this promo stars, like a match, I would give it 5 stars, or close to 5 stars, because it was really good. But really, it was a really good promo. I liked it a lot. There it is again. They go back to backstage, and Jeff Hardy is there, and he's watching the TV, and the interviewer asks him, how he feels about Daniel Bryan. He basically says he's a crazy man, and he says he's going to win the Elimination Chamber match, and then he's interrupted by AJ Styles, who says now he's going to win, and they get into a little scuffle. Not a fight, but like a scuffle of words, I guess. Jeff Hardy leaves, and they cut to the ring, where there's about to be a triple threat tag team match happening between Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville and Carmella and Naomi and the Iconics. But while they're doing that, they say that these teams are in the Elimination Chamber match now for the women's tag team titles, which I thought was stupid, because here you have on Raw, you have these people, women fighting to get their chance into the Elimination Chamber match. Raw and SmackDown, they're just being put in. Why can't they be put in matches to determine people going into the Elimination Chamber match? I just thought that was really stupid. They did a little backstage segment while Naomi and Carmella were coming out to the ring, basically saying that like, what are they called? Not fantastic, sorry, Fabulous Glow, which I thought was really stupid. They basically said that they're going to win the Elimination Chamber match. Same thing with the Iconics, but they did it a little bit better because I actually liked it, because they talked about how they've been together for so long and how it would be such an honor to win the titles after being a tag team for this long. They did the same thing with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, just a little quick thing saying, we're going to win. They even gave themselves little nicknames. They called themselves Fire and Desire. The match itself was meh. It was okay, but I just didn't fancy it because I don't know why they just don't have matches to be put in the Elimination Chamber match. It was just kind of a match to have a match. All I can say about this match, well, first, Corey Graves, he loves Mandy Rose. He loves Mandy Rose. Really, the only move I can point out towards this match was the Iconics. They kind of did a double team where one got down on one knee and the other knee was sticking out, and the other Iconic shoved somebody's face into that knee, which I thought looked really good. Naomi had some really bad work punches in this match. You could just tell that she wasn't hitting her. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville won the match, and Mandy actually pinned not Carmella, Naomi, and that was the end of that. It was just kind of I gave it a 1.5 star. They then had their Black History Month tribute, which again was very nice. After that, they had an Asuka video, which I thought was weird, because why not just have Asuka on the show? Why not just have her beat up some jobber in a quick, match? Boom. It's better than a video. But yeah, they had the video. Maybe she's injured. I don't know. I didn't see anything on the internet saying that she was injured. But if you guys have heard something, leave me comments saying, she is or she isn't. Because it's just stupid to not have your women's champion on the show. It makes the title feel important. It makes Asuka feel unimportant. Sorry. But at least the video is better than nothing. But still. Next was the main event. Was Jeff Hardy versus Daniel Bryan. I can't really say much about this match. It should have been better. It really should have been better. First of all, Daniel Bryan, the WWE champion, did not get a televised entrance. Which, why not? Why not give your WWE champion a TV entrance? Jeff Hardy got one. There was a few botches in this match. One notable one was failed bow and arrow. It wasn't too bad. It just didn't look right. You could tell it was off. They was off. They didn't exactly do the move right. Good things about this match. They had some really hard hits. Like Daniel Bryan kicked Jeff. Well, it looked to be pretty good. And Jeff was hitting a bunch of slides and dives out of the ring. It looked really good. Rowan got involved. He didn't interfere, at least not yet. He got involved, standing in the way of Jeff Hardy trying to hit Daniel Bryan outside the ring, which was able to help Daniel Bryan get the upper hand. I like the fact that Corey Graves and Brian Saxton were arguing about Daniel Bryan's cause, just making Daniel Bryan feel real important, which is a good thing, because he is your WWE champion and he is Daniel Bryan. He's just really good. Another thing I did not like about this match was the finish. Just like last night on WWE Raw, they had another DQ finish, which I don't know why. Why can't they do anything else besides DQ? Jeff Hardy hit the Swanton Bomb and was going for the pin, and Rowan pulled him out of the ring, and then the referee disqualified Daniel Bryan. And that was the end of that match. I'd give that match maybe 2 stars. Now, what happened after the match was much better. Rowan beat down Jeff a little bit and then passed him into Daniel Bryan, which he was able to lock in the label lock. He had it in for a short moment until Samoa Joe came back out, attacked Rowan, pushed him into the side rail, the corner rail. That's what I was trying to say. The corner rail or post, and went in to attack both men. He was able to get the sleeper type maneuver. I still can't remember that goddamn name. But was able to get that sleeper type maneuver hooked on Daniel Bryan, and he made him pass out. And then Randy Orton came out, jumped on Samoa Joe. They scuffled a bit, and then Mustafa Ali came back out. He got into the mix. He scuffled with them too. He was then caught by Rowan, who was, and then he face planted Mustafa Ali into the announcer's table. There was a little brawl. AJ came out. He joined the brawl while Daniel Bryan was sneaking up the ramp, just trying to get away from the fight. AJ was left in the ring, standing tall, while Daniel Bryan went backstage and he was interviewed by a random interviewer. And she asked him how Rowan's going to help him in the Elimination Chamber. And Daniel Bryan went off on her, saying that he doesn't need his help. He's not there to protect me. He's not my bodyguard. He's there as my friend. He's there as my intellectual peer. He continued saying this for a little bit and then stormed off. And that was the end of SmackDown Live. It went off air. Overall, this was a really good show. It had its downs, but besides that, it was just, I liked it really much. I liked it really much. I liked it really good. It was a really good show. If you like this, like and subscribe. If you want to leave a comment saying, well, anything, that'd be nice. You have a good night. Bye-bye.